Hello everyone and welcome back to multiplayer Feed the Beast on the Naoisgaming server. As you can see, we are on the in the Twilight Forest. As you may or may not know, there was an impending map reset, and that impending turned to actual. And so we are on a brand new map, and we are playing in the Feed the Beast Ultimate mod pack with all the various mods installed. And rather than start out once again in the overworld and do another beginning and Feed the Beast type map, I figured I'd go immediately to the Twilight Forest and start it here and sort of set up my base of operations in the Twilight Forest rather than doing everything in the overworld. And so that's what we've done. And so I worked for a while in the overworld until I got some diamond, and then made myself a Twilight Forest portal, and then I walked from the spawn, or wherever my portal linked through, which was around 220 meters away from spawn, and I hoofed it, I guess, over to this location and sort of set up shop right here. And this is my current setup. Not much of a house, is it? But this is what we're starting with, and basically I have what you see in my inventory and what you see in this gold chest, and this is everything I have in the world. I managed to get a fair amount of iron while I was looking for diamonds. That's why you see so much iron there, and while I was at diamond level I found a lot of gold as well. So that's why you see a gold. The golden apple and the maze map focus and things of that nature came from a exposed maze that I found on the way over here in the Twilight Forest, so that's why you see some Twilight Forest items there. And other than that, I'm just gathering the basic resources that I need to survive. You see I haven't even built a house yet, but I am going to go ahead and build something called an uncrafting table with this maze map focus, just because I want one. It does everything a regular crafting table does, but in addition it will allow you to repair items with some enchanting levels and with some items. So if I had these three sapphires, which I do not, I would be able to repair this pickaxe. But I cannot. The other thing I could do potentially is, if it was a relatively new item that wasn't damaged, I would be able to take one of these pieces of it out, and I might be able to do it with a ladder. No, certain things you can't do. It won't work with. But you can take things apart as well. So, something to keep in mind if you're wandering around the Twilight Forest, then you happen upon a maze map focus. But as I said, I'm just gathering basic resources at this point. So with that in mind, I plan to take out a tree to get a large amount of wood, and this tree looks as good as any. So hopefully I don't kill myself while doing this. Almost killed myself while doing it. Whoa. I do have some armor, if you noticed in my inventory, that was also gained from Twilight Forest chest. So I have that as well. But aside from that, it's pretty much just basic stuff. I'm probably not going to be able to take this tree down very cleanly. I am getting a little bit of block lag, but not a ton, so it's fine. shifting while I'm up here, so that's dangerous, but hopefully if I chop enough of that branch out, I will get some saplings out of this. I'm a little concerned that there was no other logs in here. Oh, they're there. And there's the block lag again. Can I reach it? Okay, good. Okay, so eventually those will despawn and that'll fall down, hopefully. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have chopped down. Oh, there's a sapling. Grab some of this stuff here. And chop. I'm standing on the bad part there. So these are kind of a little tedious to chop down, but they're not so tedious as, say, jungle trees, so we have that going for us. And they have roots below, which will give you sticks instead of the wood logs. So we'll grab some of those as well. And hopefully we'll get more saplings as those leaves despawn, if they despawn. But in the meantime, we can use this wood to start to build a structure of some kind. Maybe we'll just build it between these trees. That seems like as good a site as any. Maybe I could even coerce one of these trees into growing in the corners. So I'll leave a spot there for that potentially in the future. Let's take out the dirt and make a proper wood floor down. I'm kind of curious to see if like chopping the root out of these trees would affect them in any way. If that would start to cause them to despawn their leaves or anything. So, oops, didn't want to have anything there. So we need our ceiling to be up there, by virtue of the fact that that's where the bed is. That's some odd block lag there. But I will put a window to that point. Let's go ahead and plant this tree here. Maybe it'll grow up on its own. I have no idea. I may have to chop that one down to get this one to grow over here. I'm not sure. Oh. Stuck in a hole. And I believe it was there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Nope. I'm not sure where to go about getting sand in the Twilight Forest. I know there's some bodies of water, but I don't see any sand by that one. Maybe there's sand on the bottom of it or something, but so I'm going to go ahead and take this out. And this is where I will put a door. And then eventually we'll put windows in here. So let's go see if we can find some sand. Oh, there's some sand there. So we're fine for that. We'll just grab a bunch of this for now and smelt it up. I do need to get some iron furnaces going. I was going to put a sapling in this corner and then I forgot. I don't have any bone meal or anything to make that grow any faster, unfortunately. Apparently in the Twilight Forest you can sleep at any point. It seems to think it's night all the time, so you can always do that. I'm not sure if there's any benefit to it, but you can certainly do it. Let me put this tree in this chest. And these little bugs you can use as light sources. The Ultimate Pack has a version of Voxel minimap instead of the Raise minimap, which has a mob radar on it. So as you can see, there are no mobs anywhere near us, so we're perfectly safe here for the time being, at least. I'm not sure if rain works the same way in the Twilight Forest, or if it rains in the Twilight Forest at all. I really have only spent small amounts of time here in the past just to get things and then go back to the overworld, so this will be an interesting learning experience for me. To try and figure out what mechanics apply in the Twilight Forest that maybe don't apply, or yeah, which ones do or do not apply in the Twilight Forest, rather. So yeah, I'm saying this because I'm putting a wood roof on this house, and there's potential that it could burn down. I'll probably move that switch up above that light at some point so that the ceiling is actually smooth across there. This is my fault for putting the bed so high up there on top of these things. Yeah, like I said, you can sleep at any time. Oh. Yeah, should have done that from up here before. Let's see if I can... I end up in the switch then, so I can't get on top of that. I do have ladders though. Let's try that. There we go. Alright, switch, come with me. Put that guy on top. Flip it. And then we should be able to place this. There we go. Oh, 2 of them? No, that's not what we wanted. So we have plenty of headroom here. So perfect. So we have the start of a structure. I did forget to start cooking up my sand. So I will do that. There's 9 in there. There, and we'll put the rest in there. So this wall can probably be solid blocks because we're not going to be able to see through a window here anyway. So this is the complete opposite of my normal tactic of putting everything on the floor and stacking everything on one wall. I would like to get more of these shards of minium in order to... Oh, I didn't plant one of those trees there. I should do that. Not that it will grow, but it's... Oh, this one grew. So they will grow after a while. I'm not sure if it's too dense up there now for this one to grow or not, but we'll see. How much glass do we have? Oh, plenty. I did manage to get 28 levels on my way to getting diamonds. I'll probably need at least 48 of these. So if we can get some more diamonds, we can start to think about enchanting things. So we have 4 extra for now. Throw those in the chest. I think what I will do with these is place them along here. So I will need to get more glass at some point if I hope to finish this part out. That does not need to be there. Alrighty, all 4 trees have grown at this point. So I now have 4 corners instead of just 3 that I had previously. And we now have a little structure for ourselves to live in, and a little garden going, which we are starting to get crops from. So we are in a pretty good shape in the Twilight Forest. What we need to do now is start to get together some items. I'd like to get into the red power stuff if at all possible. So that's high on my priority list. I'm not sure whether or not red power solar will work if there's trees above it like this, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do that, but we'll certainly try it. And I need to go and collect some clay to do that, but for now I'm gonna end it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.